all week long.
Slow on the gavel today because it's Monday, but all rise. Donna Ballard is here, ladies and gentlemen, and myself and Mikey. We got a case and perfect timing because the rail, they're on lunch until 2 o'clock our time, 1 o'clock theirs. So sorry about being late. By the way, Mikey, Emily's car is almost all paint is off on the top.
Candy apple red. Is that what's going to be when they're done?
Damn thing, it's a Honda. I guess they had a recall on it. Been trying to get it done forever, and finally she got it in. So, and of course, we're running late getting back. Anyways, yeah, you doing all right?
Everything doing good? Great. Good weekend. Had a nice time. Raiders won, so I mean it's a good week when we can get our second win of the year in.
All right, not bad football. I did see you got a win, so yay,
decisively.
Even better, yeah. All right, court time. The coach is laying down the hammer today. So let's, if you don't mind, we want to start there?
Yeah, we'll start there, and we'll jump over to Detroit here in just a little bit.
All right, let's do it.
Your Honor, I understand that my client is working at a cabs manufacturing company and was going to, and Mr. Mallory, please correct me if I've misspoken, but he was looking at Sierra Counseling.
Sir.
Doing any counseling?
Yes, I only did 20 classes. I have 6 left.
You what?
I only did 20. I have 6 left. 6 classes left.
This guy.
He had 26
That's the guy I'm looking
altogether.
For.
He's done
Swamp
everything but 6.
Okay.
Sir.
All right. What I'm thinking of doing is reinstating, reporting upon release. And
monorail,
are you okay with that, Ms. Aboitis Tanner?
Yes, Your Honor. If what he's saying is correct, it looks like this is his first arrest for a violation of a suspended sentence. So I think we give him another chance. Thank you.
Hey, Mr.
Wow, we're giving
Mallory,
second chances today.
Listen to me on this. I'm reinstating you on your probation.
Thank you for Chad.
You're going to report upon release to the Reno Municipal Court. You're going to provide proof of your counseling, and you're going to abide by the obey all laws, no alcohol or drugs.
I guess
you get out today. You're going to go
mow his lawn today.
Again, do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that'll be the order. If you screw this thing up, you're going to go to jail for 120 days. I guarantee. You got it?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Okay, let's go to Nathaniel Martin, 14031.
Your Honor, my client's going to enter a no contest plea to this charge.
Okay, Mr. Martin, you there?
Yes, sir.
What's your plea to the obstructing and resisting?
No contest, sir.
How long you been in jail?
I love it.
I think a week now.
Okay, city, any problem with time served?
No, Your Honor.
All right, time served, young man. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Wow.
Mariah Minor.
See that every day, huh?
Burning through them.
Are you there, Miss Minor? This is 10476.
Yeah, Nate. Trucks, Xfinity, and
okay, Miss Minor, do we have any negotiations on this?
His gum's
Honor,
about to get hung in
I
a
would be
stash.
asking to the prosecutor to dismiss the driver's license of the registration for her plea to the paraphernalia. She'll be entering no contest plea. I'd also ask for the court to quash the warrant. She is in high-risk pregnancy and believes she had doctor's appointment or might have been in the hospital at the time that she didn't appear for court.
All right, any problem with that, Irma?
Your Honor, I think if I'm going to agree to that, she needs to also go into community court. It appears that I don't know if she's still pregnant or she has a very small baby. So she's being found with paraphernalia. So she needs to get some help.
You have a baby?
No, I'm very, very pregnant, sir.
That's what we're going to do. The failure to appear is quashed. The driver's license registration is dismissed. What's your plea to the paraphernalia charge?
No contest.
No contest.
Yeah, no contest.
Your Honor, Just for the court certification, I understand that she's also being held on a felony. Is that true, Deputy?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
She just
What you're
flashed that
gonna-
belly, no problem.
Okay. How long
bro.
you been in jail?
Week.
Okay, I'm gonna give you time served on the paraphernalia charge so it doesn't screw up the felony charge you're looking at. So you're taken care of here, young lady. Now it's up to the justice court to address your charges. All right?
Hey, everybody
Okay, so
in the
this,
chat, who
this
am I?
case, this whole case is done.
Done.
Thank you
giving
so much, Your Honor.
You bet. Happy birth.
Thank you.
Okay.
Happy birth, Creed.
Navarez is bumped.
I like it. It's a good look.
Okay, to be down at the end.
You got fancy boxes though.
Mine are a little
Okay, Antonio Salazar, 06414.
The great Antonio Salazar, everyone.
All right, what are we doing with Mr. Salazar?
Yeah, I can build forts too.
Your Honor, Mr. Salazar is here because the court asked him to do level 2 counseling, victim impact panel, no alcohol or drugs. He has congestive heart failure. And because of that, he was unable to start the program. He'd like the opportunity to be able to follow through with what Judge O'Neill asked him to do.
Does he need to if he's having congestive heart failure?
Reinstating and have him report upon release.
Your Honor, I just want to make clear that congestive heart failure from the city's perspective doesn't prevent him from going into programming, a substance abuse counseling program. He wasn't at the hospital, he's here. So with that, Your Honor, what we're looking at is a DUI sentence that, and he's got 90 days hanging over his head. The sentence was imposed on July 13th. In addition to the counseling, he of course has to still do the VIP. He's on the victim impact panel. He's on immediate supervision. But it does appear that this is the first time he's been arrested on a violation. But I mention all of that because it is important from the city's perspective that he understands he needs to get on his counseling program as soon as possible.
She's
All right,
harsh,
Mr.
man.
Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. This is your first screw up. I'm not gonna hold it against you. I'm gonna reinstate you on probation. You are going to report immediately upon release.
hang in
down to
there.
the Reno Municipal Court to set up for these conditions. Now I'm gonna put a note to the file. If there's any screw ups on this.
I
you're
like
going to
things to
jail for 90
tracksuit,
days.
huh,
I don't
Creed?
care
That's what it
about
looks
that.
like, yeah.
Do you understand me?
Gotta
Thank you, sir.
coach something.
You bet.
Oh,
Good
he's
luck.
died.
Okay,
Slumped over.
Ronald Short.
He sounds like a Ronald.
Your Honor, Mr. Short is going to enter no contest, please, on the insurance and driver's license.
Oh,
I'd ask
wow.
the prosecutor to dismiss the
I was probably
registration.
born with that.
He
Then.
was ill. He
it's
understands that's
neighborhood.
not an excuse for the failures to appear on March 25th, 21 and March 11th, 2021. I'd be asking for credit for time served. He is
Look at her, she's
being
an angel.
held
Look at the light.
on felony charge.
She's an
Okay,
She's
on
angelic.
20 TR 08786, sir, what's your plea to
He's
no
live in the mustard
insurance?
kitchen.
Guilty, Judge.
I knew it.
Okay, the FTA is quashed. On the
knew it
other
was him.
charges,
Swamp
drive
thing.
without a valid driver's license, what's your plea?
Guilty, Judge.
Okay, the registration is dismissed, failure to appear is quashed. And you've got felony charges?
Sir, but I've been OR and I am going to do everything I can to correct all of this.
Okay, let me ask, do you have pending felony charges?
Sir,
Have you gone to court on those yet?
me.
What?
No, sir, yet.
Okay, I'm gonna give you time served on that, sir, so you can clean up your felony matters.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
It was amazing, wasn't it?
Okay,
This guy's great.
Zachary Wustig, WUSSTIG, it's 17251.
Hi, Mary. I didn't know I went anywhere,
You were behind the boxes.
but I'm here. Oh,
Your Honor, if I may, Mr. Wustigs was sentenced on a graffiti charge.
what?
He recalls being before the
He's tagging
court
the subways.
and the judge saying that he did not have to complete the 100 hours of community service or report to Reno Municipal Court.
Graffiti charge. I would
because
guess that one.
He is moving and moved out of the area, or is
Look at
moving
the
out of
dog
the
right in
area
the
to
bump zoom. Look at
California.
the dog, Mike.
if that, we'd ask if that's
Aw.
reflected in the court's record. And if it's not, we would ask, he is moving to California. And he would be asking that the only thing he recalls that was left was the restitution. And if that's not what shows in the court record, we would ask for him to be able to be released today and sign and basically do his 100 hours of community service.
We are letting
in his
everybody
residence- at his residence in California.
All right, Irma, what do you have on this?
He has a
Thank you,
resident.
Judge. So it looks like he was sentenced in January of 22 to 60 days suspended for 2 years. As far as the conditions, he was required to complete 100 hours
Curious?
of community service and obey a laws, report upon release, and the fine was, I see $400. It doesn't look like, it looks like he filed a motion in April of 22. That motion was denied. So I don't see that the
Thank you.
sentence was ever amended to allow him to not do the community service. Moreover, on the graffiti, under the graffiti statute, the
Graffiti.
community service is mandatory.
Isn't
The
that
court
weird?
can't waive that. So this has been pending for a while. It appears that Mr. Lustig has done nothing, Judge, and it appears that he's leaving the jurisdiction. I think the easiest thing at this point to get this case wrapped up is for Your Honor to oppose the 60 days. Thank you.
All right,
She's a
Mr.
ball
Lustig,
buster.
did you sign up for anything?
For community service.
Oh, this
Yeah.
guy.
That guy's the
I
tagger, yeah.
completed 4 hours.
Oh,
Oh,
4
is that like an
hours?
Asian gang in the back row?
That's it, 4
The left
hours?
side?
Yeah, but I was told
See?
I went to court. I told them that I was gonna move back to California. They said once I do, then I just have to pay my restitution.
Well, that's not true because you
Uh.
didn't hear that because that's mandatory.
I thought we were.
I'm going to
still talking
revoke
about
you
the
on
other
this, sir, and I'm going to impose a 60 days Washoe County Jail, credit for time served, and all underlying conditions are waived. Thank you, sir.
swing.
All right, let's go to
60
John
days in the hole, buddy.
Yeager.
90 days. No, we haven't.
Mr. Yeager, you there?
See,
Sir.
we got a.
All right,
on that.
any negotiations on this case,
Cool.
ladies?
Your
I'm
Honor, my
into it a little.
client is going to be, he failed to appear for community court, so it may have been that he was, let me look for
Only if
just a
you're at the
moment.
theme park this weekend. That's what
Apologize, Your
Mikey's
Honor.
doing on the side
Um,
now, making up for
That's
the
my hustle.
The,
whole pay around here.
that
the
he
hustle.
failed to appear
That's why he's gotten so good.
for community court on a citation.
That's what we get
He'd be
paid
willing to
for 'em.
enter a no contest plea.
Lauren, everybody
He,
look at you. weird.
we would be asking for credit for time served. I explained to Mr. Yeager that he's able to go to community court
Mr.
on his
Yeager,
own if he
Bob.
wants to.
How much, Mr. Yeager, how much time you done in jail?
I've been here since Thursday.
Okay, all right. Do you admit failing to appear?
See that
community
really
court on
old fella?
21st?
Straight back?
I admit,
Okay, what's your plea to the, well, I guess you've already entered a plea of the trespassing. Do you enter a plea to the trespassing?
There's no plea, Judge.
The hell are you?
What's your plea to the trespassing at St. Mary's on August 29th?
Oh, not a Saint Mary.
no
Not
contest.
at St. Mary's.
All right, I'm gonna give you time served on both of those. Thank you, sir.
Which old guy? There's a
All
guy
right,
all the
let's
way at
go
the end,
to-
too.
Dead center.
Tohat Dewey, DEWEY,
You got it, Coach.
14137.
Thought it.
Nailed it.
Your
Nailed
Honor, he was found incompetent.
There's a motion from the city.
He was found incompetent.
Thank you, Your Honor. If I may ask your staff, did we get a competency evaluation somewhere in our email this morning?
Yes, you did.
Perfect. Let me look.
Is Donna new?
Your Honor, and the reason why I like to look at it is to confirm the date of when the evaluation was completed and whether it recommends that the person be considered for a legal 2000. So if I could just have one moment so I could find it.
Take your
Take
time.
your
We'll-
time. I've got it
She's not buying it.
determined not competent on October 14th of this year.
Perfect.
10 days ago.
And I found it and I'm looking at the conclusion.
She's not having it.
Yeah, quite a few.
Your Honor, based upon the finding of
Opportunities.
incompetency on October 14th of this year, the city moves to dismiss the charge without prejudice. And it looks like the evaluator indicated that Mr. Dewey would benefit from a psychiatric evaluation. So based on that, I'm going to request that Your Honor ask the jail
Thank
to
you.
complete a legal 2000 if appropriate.
Okay, it's dismissed for motion and requesting the jail do a legal 2000.
Yeah, Jim, a lot of
And,
happened
oh, I do
today.
have the
He
evaluation here. Okay.
lost his chance to
Okay, Donovan Cueva is refused. Is this a refusal?
Yes, Your Honor, he,
No, she said, yes, Your
this is what I
Highness.
understand, and I have some additional information.
Jim,
I
definitely
spoke
worth
with his
going
mother,
back and watch.
and it has Asperger's. So I understand from her that the psychiatrist is interviewing him, looking at whether he's even competent to understand the charge.
Asperger's isn't
Okay, is this a first refusal?
that bad. I mean,
Jail?
whoa,
Okay, I guess that's a yes. Okay, this
That's
is going to
the
be
judgment.
continued one day with no
teleported.
bail, and we'll see what's going on tomorrow.
Nice coffee bomb.
Okay,
Dude.
and Brandy Oxley, OXLEY
Sounds like a fake name
08055.
that, Richard be saying.
Good to see you, Matt Ball.
This is our
Oxley.
second refusal.
Okay, we're going to enter a not guilty plea,
Jim
and there's
Norton's
going to be a
right next to me when it
$500
comes to-
bondable. And
Yeah.
that is for,
Looks a lot like
yeah.
you.
Okay, yeah, not guilty plea, $500 bondable. And
Film is
if you would,
escaping.
Jail, fill out a legal defender application. Okay, now let's go back to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cases involving the prostitution.
Yes, Your Honor. What we, Ms. Borges,
Nothing,
Tanner
but there's
and
a
I have
dog right next to the cage.
talked. She alerted me to the new statute. And what I want to go over with the folks that are remaining are their option, the fact that this is an enhanceable offense. And that the other thing is that there's an ability for the court to make if they're willing to go through counseling, to dismiss the proceedings at the end of that counseling.
Do
with
you,
entry of a plea.
You want to go over this with all these people, Kathy, and then bump it for tomorrow for disposition?
I think we can do it today. I
All
really do. I don't think it's going to take me very long, Your Honor,
All right.
to speak with them.
We'll put it on hold. So you're going to be talking.
We need to
those 5
rush
people?
this through because
Yes.
we've got goalposts.
Okay,
put back
go
up
ahead
after
and,
we took them down from our big wins.
We'll just.
He's really trying to push
Go
stuff
hard
off to the
for-
next day.
How much time do you need?
Got a
Kathy?
load of tires
Probably
coming
2
in
minutes.
today from the used.
Okay, I'm gonna give
place,
you,
for them to walk and run through and stuff.
1 minute and 56 seconds.
I know it.
And Your Honor, to be a stick in the mud like I always am, I'm gonna
Oh,
ask
Debbie Downer.
if they do decide to move forward with a plea, if Your Honor can canvass them. So a little bit like a DUI canvas, but of course not as extensive. Would it be okay if I
It's
send
stuffed and
Your Honor
mounted.
the language CC Ms. Burning as to
Like
what
that
the
guy.
statute requires and what the penalties are
It's
if
that
there's additional offenses moving forward?
Yeah, send that to
And-
me. Yeah.
And what we could do, Your
We also
Honor,
said that
is
the other
depending
court
on who's going to plead
hear
and who
him as
isn't,
well.
maybe the court for that
so
part of
loud
the
today.
canvas could canvass them together.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah, let's do
Okay,
some
what are the
canvassing.
essentials?
I like
Irma?
canvassing, bro.
So the second offense is gonna be a gross misdemeanor. Third offense is also a gross, but the
I think he's
penalty,
a
the
heavy
fine goes
smoker,
up.
so he's got the Nicorette going.
The next one is a gross.
It's my
Yeah,
guy.
you said that
The
before. I
mandatory
believe that.
fine for a first offense is $400. And they have to pay a civil penalty up to $200. Those all go up as
On the
they
golf
rack up
course,
more offenses, and I can
directly
send you
out
those
back of
exact
his house,
numbers.
by the way.
He
for sure,
lives
right.
Okay,
right off
so,
of it, yeah.
He has to.
Within what period of time? Is it a 7-year period of time?
Good question.
You know he's
I
been
didn't
running
pick-
already.
Pick that up on the statute, but I'll look
Yeah.
at it.
It's a big runner.
Excuse me.
You think he
jogging.
run? Do you think he runs and smokes? at the
Your
same
Honor,
time?
if I may I speak with the defendants at this
Yeah, go
Only
ahead.
when he needs
Go
to
ahead.
clear
Thank you.
his lungs.
So
Um,
the second is a gross fine. What's the fine on the second, Irma?
not less than
Irma
800.
is her name. Oh, Irma.
So 800 on the second. What's the fine on,
1,300.
that's going to be, okay, 800 and 1,300. That would be in district court. Yeah, just give me the time. If it's a 7-year period of
I
time.
like to think like just a jock strap, basically.
And it looks like it's
Oh, no, he's-
$200
he's got
civil
matching
penalty,
tops and
regardless
bottoms,
of whether we're looking at
Oh,
a
yeah,
gross
I'm
or a
telling you.
misto.
Mhm.
And I
Goes
don't
down
see a time
before.
period, Judge.
Oh,
They all hang
interesting.
out.
Wow, okay. Okay, so you indefinitely, you get another one gross on the second with an $800 fine. The third is a gross with a $1,300 fine.
Are you
there a
understanding
fourth?
anything they're doing right this minute?
No,
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm
Out
interested.
a while ago.
Okay.
I'm just chatting with everybody in the chat.
Okay, go ahead, Kathy.
thought
Talk
so.
to them. then
Thank
we'll-
you.
Good. I think I'm gonna see a horse.
Is he going for-
Okay.
Put you guys in the waiting room.
He's I'm
What's
gonna go
that?
see a horse.
He's going to go
Putting
see a
you guys
horse,
in
and
a
that was the
waiting room.
second gum he was
No, I'm
going
here at
for.
home. All right, the seconds are ticking. Let's go.
Thank you.
Wow, he's up and out.
Gentlemen,
You see that?
what I wanted to alert you to
He's going
is
for a
this,
smoke.
is that we recently, I was alerted to the fact
That
that there's a
hit check in the
change
traffic?
in the law
Going to
with
see a
regard
horse?
to
Gotta see
prostitution.
a horse. Maybe
So
that's
what it
means he's gonna
says
go
is, what the
pee.
law says, and I
Who's in
think you
here for
guys heard part of this, is that for a first offense, it's a misdemeanor. So that
Must be
wouldn't
everybody on
change
that back row
anything.
she's talking
And the
to.
fine cannot be less than $400.
Maybe that's what it
The second one is a gross misdemeanor. And what that means is
Let's see a horse.
is
That's a new
that
thing.
you're
Good for him.
you'd be in a different court.
I just did, Mayor.
You would and that means that you would be in justice
again.
court and district court on a gross misdemeanor with a fine not less than $800. And a third offense would be again, it would be a gross, but the fine would be up to a minimum of
No, I wouldn't.
$1,300.
Nah, Reno.
Now, the one reason, and I know that you're all pleading, it doesn't change anything, except they probably have to assess the $200 civil
Oh no,
penalty.
he said he was going to see a
aside
horse,
from
not see
the
a man
credit for
about a
time
horse.
served we
No,
talked
to
about
see
in
a
your
horse.
cases. But the one thing I wanted to
Big
alert you,
difference.
because I know that you are established, many of a few of you have good jobs.
Well, you guys know I
and
don't
it
go check
says
the
that
traffic, right? When I go out.
pursuant to the law, that if you wanted to go into a counseling program and treatment, and you agreed to that and
Not that
showed
the
proof that you
prostitution
have
is
done that
legal
with
here.
the court, that the court could then, after you completed the counseling, dismiss the charge against you. And that what it says is that if there is a professional licensing board, that they could still consider this kind of they
Buggery.
could still discipline you. I
Yeah.
don't know if any of you are in that case where you're licensed, but they could still consider it. So I wanted you to have that information. And now I'm just going to ask you individually
No, I
if
rather
this
use
changes
sports,
what you want to do with your plea today.
Buy here, pay here.
Mr. Harns, where are you? Raise your, okay. Does it, just tell me yes or no. Do you still want to plead no contest? Just wave yes. Got it.
Can we?
All
we
right,
just gotta watch
Mr.
Grandma, I
Akita,
guess, and the dog.
do you still want to plead no contest?
I mean, we can jump to Detroit if you want.
Yes or no?
I think, yeah. I
Which
don't
one?
think there's any
He says
reason.
yes. He says yes.
To,
He
yeah.
wants to plead.
Wait.
Thanks, Deputy.
Wait.
And then Mr. Kilikowski, do you still want to plead no contest? Yes, I
Also
see it.
yes.
All right. Mr. Torrent, do you
All right,
still
yeah,
want
let's
to
go.
plead no contest?
Where are you at?
Detroit Detention Center.
All right, let's go to oh God.
They mean business over here. This is happening now, but I've rolled it back so that we could really be immersed in what's
Back.
going on over here and how they do things.
No commotion.
I like the banner behind it, like where the criminals will stand,
Like
like it's
Reno
a high school picture.
Reno's in Clark County. Yeah, okay, that makes sense then.
Sir, good morning.
Nice touch.
Your Honor.
What's your full name, sir, including your middle name?
Well, my first name is Eric Jerome. My last name is Walton, but everybody thinks Jerome's my middle name.
Eric
Okay.
Jerome's your first
Well,
name?
last name is
Yeah.
Walton, correct?
Ma'am.
Thank you, sir. I'm magistrated to update here in a criminal matter. Your case number is 220-58046, sir. You do have an attorney. Go ahead, counsel.
Number 8179 on behalf of Mr. Walton, who is formal reading of his constitutional rights and stands for you.
Thank you. I'm gonna enter a plea of not guilty. Court dates are November 1st, 2022. It is a probable cause conference followed by preliminary examination, November 8th, 2022. Both matters are in front of Judge King. Mr. Walton, there are some bond conditions. One of the bond conditions, sir, is you're not to possess any firearms or any other dangerous weapons. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Also, sir, while this case is pending, you're not to have any contact with the complaint being
Your
Zulema
mother.
Zulema Bonner.
Bonner. Yes, Zulema Bonner. When I say no contact with that individual, sir, that means no person-to-person contact, no contact to third parties, no phone calls, no emails, no text messaging. Do you
Yeah,
understand
give me
that,
a
sir?
quick, we got a case today.
Yeah, we'll leave so everybody can go watch that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Also, sir, appears from the investigative report, that the location is on Artesian.
Yes.
Ms. Bonner's location, you're not to go to that
Artesian.
residence, which is 8035 Artesian. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Isn't that fancy bread? Artesian bread?
No, I was thinking Artesian.
Stand by, sir. Writing this
Artesian water.
information on your paperwork.
I have two appointments. The 8th. The first and the 8th, okay. 'Cause I do have all those.
We need to do a little touch-up paint on those bars.
Yeah, getting pretty rusty there. Also, I was noticing very it's like the commissary, but it's out of artesian bread.
Mm.
I'm
Counsel,
not
I
sure
don't
the
have
shelving's
the previous history in front of me, but I do have a prior conviction. It has assaulted elements. Bond
face.
conditions. This is October 10th, 2021, more than a year ago. Time to go ahead, Esteban.
Quite some time has passed, over a year ago, alleged incident, October 8th, 2021, now entered until June 13th, 2022. I'm not aware of any assaulted. My client has, Mr. Walton has family ties and community ties, understands that he needs to be there for all the court days. I'm not aware of his KPS history. We found out about the warrant this Friday. He tried to get clearance to start working for DoorDash.
No, he's working for DoorDash. Nice.
And the complaining witness since then have been on great terms, but he understands.
Signed up for a job on an app.
That
that count?
the court has no contact whatsoever, and he needs no contact.
Do you think maybe he assaulted someone he was delivering food to?
Thank you, counsel.
We can only hope.
Thank you, counsel, for all your representations. Mr. Walton,
Yes, ma'am.
well, even though this is more than a year ago, you're still not to have contact with the complainant, Ms. Bonner, while this case is pending. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, I don't have any new
Hold on.
information from a year ago.
I
as
see
to
what
whether
you
or not
got,
he's a
and I
danger
need to know what's going on.
Danger to the complainant.
Like right
But
now.
I believe that the
right
bond
now what's
conditions
going
will
on
be.
over here. Where is the podium?
I'm guessing that the podium's right. Slid over?
Why did we move the
Chairs
podium?
Or is he in a wheelchair?
I don't know, but he's getting prepared for Stansberry's wrath.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm guessing that's the back of the podium. I think. Well,
I don't know, but his hair is going to be beautiful.
I hate to tell him, I can't really see his hair. The lighting is awful.
Yeah, they have terrible lighting.
And listen, it's a job. I get it. But when you're sitting there in court saying, "Oh, I just got a job,"
Also saw that DoorDash bags are very in demand among criminals because during the holiday season, they're going to pretend like they're delivering food to people's houses and really steal their packages and put them in the bag.
I like that idea. Thank you.
Almost finished reading through this.
Everybody
Not a
knows.
problem. I'm here, sir.
It's on the TV. God, Kay, I would sit there and watch it all day. Love it.
That's great. What do you think he did? He's in a wheelchair, right? That's what we're guessing.
That's what I'm guessing. It's true. You want to look good for Stu, especially on a Monday. I'm sure she's in a decent mood.
Mm-hmm.
Fairly early on a Monday.
Okay, well, that's a pretty long narrative report right there.
Uh-oh.
All right.
How long have you lived at the 11 Shannon Drive address?
That's what we're thinking.
2 years now. 2020 was my moving date.
And according to what I was reading in the narrative report, you live there with your family, your wife, and kids?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Maybe he has shins blowed off and Nam.
You stop moving.
No, sometimes I freeze up. Sometimes the camera goes to a different angle.
Canterbury frame.
I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. I got too many more people to talk to.
Oh, hell.
Uh-oh, it's a busy weekend and all. Hey, by the way, is this week the week that we get to get a tour of old Licking County, Newark, Ohio? Or are we going to do that another?
Probably tomorrow.
Well, now it seems like a great time to tell you we got something very special.
So here's what we're going to do today, Mr. Court. I'm going to go ahead and release you on your own recognizance. This case is going to be randomly assigned to a judge set for a trial.
Mr. Court?
Until and unless a lawyer gets involved for you, we are going to send the notices directly to you. So make sure your address is current and complete on the bond paperwork that you'll sign when you finish up with me. If you get a lawyer, you can hire one if you want. You can apply for court appointed using the application that they have at the jail. But since you're being released, it'll be your responsibility to get it turned in. If a lawyer gets involved on your side of things, then all notices will go through the lawyer. So it's important you stay in close contact with that person. The main thing is if you intend to get an attorney, make sure you make those arrangements well before your next court date, which will be a trial date. So do you have any questions today?
No, sir.
Very well. You may go with the officer. Thank you, Mr. Court.
Thank you. I appreciate it, sir.
Can we see him roll out? Yeah, roll out, roll out, roll
Now,
out.
does Sue get a whole shot of Sue coming in and fixing that?
So high.
Good afternoon, sir. You go ahead and remove that. And
he's like, should I move this back?
We'll have Sue, you want to put that podium back in
Yes,
place?
he does. Come on, Sue. Yay!
Sue.
Good job, Sue. You did it, Sue.
Good enough.
I'm so sorry.
I was trying to.
Okay. That's fine.
I was trying to ease her burden a little bit.
Yeah, you can leave the mask off. Is it Mr. Froelich?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Froelich, you understand your rights in court today?
That's great.
Yes, sir.
Did you receive a copy? You have two cases. You got a traffic case in which you're charged with operating a vehicle while impaired, reckless operation, having an open container of alcohol, and failing to maintain reasonable control of your vehicle. Did you get a copy of those complaints, the two tickets?
Yes.
Okay. How do you want to plead?
Not guilty, sir.
Okay. What is your current address?
65225 Slaughter Hill Road, Cambridge, Ohio.
It's in Cambridge. All right. And who do you live there with?
Excuse me?
Who do you live there with?
My sister.
Your family, roommate? You live by yourself?
My sister lives with me.
We're in love, Your Honor.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a union pipe fitter right now. I'm currently working at the Google data center in Lancaster.
And how long you been at that job site?
I've been at that job site for 4 months.
At least he's a pipe fitter at that job site.
I've worked through the union. I'm a union pipe fitter. I've worked for them for 18 years.
All right.
He's been piping
You got
for
arrested
years.
Saturday morning on these charges?
Yes, sir.
Been laying pipe around Licking, Ohio for years, yes.
I watched that movie this weekend. It was fantastic.
I just saw Slaughter, and then I thought of Sergeant Slaughter, and then I thought of, oh, that's right, until 2 o'clock today on Tryon, Charlotte, AJ Styles, was it? Right?
Oh, man.
Stopped him and said, hey.
He was born at Camp Lejeune.
Oh, was he really? I wonder if he ever had the water.
Dad did.
Kim and Corey LaJoy.
Okay. There's also a criminal case. And there's two counts. There's criminal damaging and having an open container. So that reminds me, the open container charge on the traffic ticket, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to dismiss that because it has to be on a criminal complaint, which they did do in the other case.
He lays pipe hard and he parties hard.
Well, we have just a second.
Oh, let's see. 22.
2 for Tuesday tomorrow on We Gotta Chase, and it is very special.
And Your Honor, I'm pretty sure that it said I was charged twice for the inducing panic. Can I be charged twice for the same charge?
With the what?
What?
Inducing panic or something?
I've got a criminal damaging as the first charge. I don't have an inducing panic. They may have arrested you on the suspicion of committing that, but ultimately, when it went through the prosecutor's office, they elected to charge criminal damaging in the open container.
Okay, thank you very much.
Inducing
for clarifying
panic?
that.
I have never heard of that charge.
Nope. So it is kind of a pretty wild chase we're going to watch, and it has to do with, it starts, I think, in Newark, Ohio. It goes all the way through Licking County, and it's a fun one, and I'm really looking forward to watching it. And it's a tie-in with, of course, Licking County that we are so accustomed to, and maybe we'll see a familiar face or two. You never know.
Stansbury raking his yard.
Yeah, right. Oh, the chase goes by.
Sue chasing him down.
Okay, so in the criminal matter, it's alleged that on or about the 21st day of October, that you committed the offense of criminal damaging, which is a second-degree misdemeanor. That's up to 90 days, up to a $750 fine. They can seek restitution upon a conviction or a plea of guilty. And then they actually did charge the minor misdemeanor properly on that. So you want to enter pleas and not guilty to those charges as well?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, and I think I already confirmed your address. Let me take a quick look here at the file, then we're going to talk about your bond, all right?
Okay.
The only thing I've ever induced is vomiting. His ears are perfect for that mask.
Almost like they were meant to be as a holder. Inducing panic, threatening to commit any offense of violence.
Okay.
Committing any offense with reckless disregard of the likelihood that its commission will cause serious public inconvenience or alarm. Is inducing panic a felony in Ohio? Specifically in Ohio, cities are charging overdose victim with inducing panic. I like that. Okay. You should be charged with something if you're going out there to get your life.
Well, you're freaking everybody out by it.
First degree misdemeanor, up to 180 days in jail and $1,000 fine. It's a OR here. Doesn't, however, prevent reoffensive to address the underlying issues. Well, no. There should be a little something when people come out.
They should charge them for that Narcan. That's supposed to be expensive.
Right?
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. In each case, you'll be released on your own recognizance on the condition that you not consume any alcohol or drug while the bonds are in place, and they'll be in place as long as the cases are active. Until unless an attorney gets involved on your behalf, all notices are going to go directly to you about your next court date. These cases are not consolidated at the moment. That means joined together.
It came out of
time, but it's very likely they will
Her
be.
and Ivan ran away
Track of
together.
Which case you're looking at the paperwork on by the case number. You have a right to hire counsel if you like. You have a right to apply for court-appointed counsel if you want to. The application form is available to you at the jail, but if you're going to hire your own, you don't need to worry about that. The main thing is, if you're going to get a lawyer, if you want to get one, you need to take those steps before your next court date. Don't wait until the day of your next trial. Now, the form itself goes to the clerk of this court, which is located at City Hall. The folks at the jail can tell you where that is and what options you have as far as getting that submitted. Do you have any questions today, sir?
No, I don't, sir.
Very well. You may go with the officer. Thank you.
Do you think Stansbury blow dries his hair?
Senor Jerome Gomez.
Very
I can see him. Yeah, I can see him in a blow dry. For sure.
Buenas tardes.
Excuse me a second. I'm gonna move this back a little.
Okay.
Exciting day so far. What a beautiful Monday this is.
Let's try that.
Look at muscles on Sue, man.
Buenas
She's got
tardes.
pipes.
No habla en español y no habla inglés.
Good luck with this. I'll be our.
No habla English.
Okay. Sue, are you right there?
Sue, can you speak Spanish real quick?
Do you have a copy of his ticket down there?
He has it.
I just want to make sure that that's his address.
That's right. He says it's right.
Okay.
The
very good.
Riverview. Okay,
You're going to go home today.
Dick
Okay?
Harris, if you just wait till we got a chase,
We're going
you
to
can
send
watch
you a
it
letter,
there.
and you have to come back again, and that letter will tell you when. We'll have a person who habla inglés y español on that day. Okay?
The chase that's being discussed in the chat is on today's show, so make sure you're there for that. Don't want to give too much away, like everybody has in the chat already, but make sure you like this video if you haven't already done so. Over 100 of you here. Good to see everybody.
So that's going to be.
I guess we don't have a translator on hand for this guy. You hear Sue back there trying to get everybody to be quiet? Yes, like Peggy does. Yes. Where's our French friend today? The guy from France that's here all the time. Who's got the sniffles? Do you hear that?
Okay, so you're going to come back November the 8th at 8:15 in the morning. We're going to send you this piece of paper now, and so you'll know when to come back. But this is the address you have to come to. You're going to come to the court, not to the jail. Understand? Probably not. Okay, I got it. So we will see you in 2 weeks. Sue, we're going to fax this half sheet down to you so you can give that to Mr. Giron Gomez today before he's discharged. All right?
okay.
All right. You may go with
Matt,
the officer,
that will be
sir. Gracias.
2 o'clock. It's actually, yeah,
Right,
that'd
next
be
up is
about right,
Jacob
Matt.
Johnson.
Yep.
You good, brother?
Good
Be
afternoon,
good.
sir. You Mr. Johnson?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Mr. Johnson, you understand your rights in court today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you get a copy of the complaint?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you read it? You understand you've been charged with theft?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, that's a first-degree misdemeanor up to 180 days, up to $1,000 fine. How do you want to plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
And what's your current address?
115 Wilson Street, North Ohio, 43055.
All right, and do you know you still have, are you sure you still have a bed down there?
I'm pretty sure. If not, I'm right around the corner. I was supposed to actually start work today, which is going to be
so
something new for me. It's painting.
Where were you supposed to start working?
Painting it's for one of my buddies. It's right around the corner from St. Vincent.
Okay.
They're $15, $16 an hour. So hopefully he still has that available for me.
Well, let me double check something here. You're not being held on anything else, are you?
No, Your Honor.
This guy does look familiar. I feel like he's somebody we've
according
seen.
to this, you're not. So I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. We'll get this randomly assigned, set for trial. Until and unless a lawyer gets involved, notices are going to go directly to you. So put the address where you want the notices to go. If you're going court appointed, get the application there at the jail, but you got to turn it in now that you're getting out. You know the drill. Don't wait until the day of your trial to deal with getting a lawyer. Any questions?
I hate painting.
Very well. You may go with the officer. Thank you, Mr. Johnson.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. God bless.
You have a good day, sir.
No, he said, God bless. You
Derek
just said,
Monroe.
God bless back.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. Are you Mr. Monroe?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Monroe, you're here because I issued a warrant for your arrest this summer when you didn't show up for your trial. So what we're going to do today is we're going to set a bond for you, and then we're going to be get a new court date on this one. I don't think you ever had a lawyer, did you?
No, sir, is there any way I can get an OR? Because I'm taking care of my sick, dying dad, and my baby mom needs me. She just lost $13,000 she had saved up in a bank. She lost her car, her place. Now she's at a silver living in Columbus. I've been sending
Did she
her money
go
in. I can show you transactions on
free
cash. I
Vert
prove that.
Girls Chat? Is that
I'm not
Did you know you have an APA holder?
Huh?
You know you got a parole holder?
Yes, that's why I just want to get the OR on this so I can deal with that and just get out.
Well, you went straight to can I get an OR without even getting to why you didn't show up for court.
It's because I was at the halfway house. Listen, I'm the only person out here helping my father and baby mom.
Okay, you keep going to why I should let you out, and you're skipping over
right
why you
there?
didn't show up. I'm more interested in why you didn't show up.
Because I was in Lancaster, wasn't it?
I don't know where you were. You weren't in court. That's why you should have warrant for your arrest.
Well, I apologize about that. I'm not trying to be a nuisance. I'm just trying to tell you why.
Now, I had you for a bond hearing back at the end of July where I released you on your own recognizance. And I'm fairly certain if we go back and look at that recording of that exchange, I would have told you that I was going to let you out on recognizance that day, but if you failed to appear and got picked up on the warrant and saw me again, it wasn't going to be an OR bond. Does that sound familiar?
Yeah, that's fine, sir.
All right. All right. Do you want to get a lawyer on this?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and get an application form there at the jail. Get it filled out. If you're not going anywhere because of the parole holder or because of the bond that I'm about to set, they should send it down here for you. All right.
Yeah.
I do need a mailing address though.
93 Burt Avenue, Apartment B.
His attitude has completely
Apartment
changed.
3 or Apartment B as in boy?
B as in boy.
And do you live there or you use that as a mailing address?
I was living there.
Okay. Who else lives there?
My dead dad.
Misty Lily.
Friend, basically.
It's your fault that he's going to die over
Yeah.
tonight.
Okay.
You're not letting me out.
Fair enough.
How's he take care of his dad and don't even live with him?
0376.
Misty Lily.
24th.
What a great adult entertainer name.
Set it as. Okay.
You know where you
So
can
when
find
I issued
Misty
the
Lily?
warrant, I went ahead and set your bond at $2,500 cash, surety, or 10%. I'll leave it at that amount, provide that the case be assigned or rescheduled for a trial. If you get a lawyer, the notice will go through him and or her, and that person will meet with you obviously before your next court date. If you decide you don't want to have a lawyer, you don't have to do anything, and we can either have a trial or you can change your plea that day, depending on how you want to proceed.
Well, can I say this? What if I just want to get it over with? I mean,
Well, I can't
what
do
if I
that.
don't?
I can't do it today because basically the only reason you're saying that is because I won't OR you, and that plea wouldn't be considered knowing, intelligent, and voluntarily. If you want to change your plea at your next court date, I'm more than happy to accommodate you at that point. Okay?
Yeah, but in the APA holder that I have,
Yeah.
So that nothing will happen with that until this is over, right?
They typically, yeah, right. They typically won't take any further action until the pending charge is taken care of. And I don't know what else they claim that you may have done. In my experience, they don't send you back for misdemeanors that don't
In other words, you did
offenses
something.
of violence. So I don't know. Your PO should at least notify you of what their
I mean,
intentions
if they're
are.
holding, they're probably.
But I don't have any control over the APA.
Yeah, it's
all right?
something.
They're going to send him back to wherever that was.
Yeah, well, how long is this going to take?
Not very.
No.
Since you're incarcerated, we'll have to set it pretty quick. So we'll get you a notice of when that's going to be. But you can go with the officer. Thank you, Mr. Monroe.
Your time
And,
is done, Mr. Monroe.
Enjoy the rest of your night.
I would imagine a lot of
Any
them
pardon?
do, along with a lot of other charges. But that kind of stuff can drop for the real big charges. There's no reason to really. That would be my guess. I could be completely
Good afternoon,
wrong,
sir. You can go ahead and take off your mask there.
but that would be
Are
my
you Mr. Is it Parjan?
Parjan, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Parjan, you understand your rights in court today?
I do,
Positive.
sir.
Did you receive a copy of the complaint that was filed against you?
I received a copy. I did.
Did you have a chance to read it? Do you understand what you've been charged with?
I've understood.
Okay. So it's domestic violence. It's a first-degree misdemeanor. It's only one count, but the maximum penalties there are up to 180 days in jail, up to a $1,000 fine. How do you want to plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Oh. And I need you to confirm your address for me, please.
11887 Laurel Hill Road, Farmville, Ohio, 43076.
Thank you. Are you employed, sir?
I am
Where do you work?
Watson Farm,
Where's that located?
right on Orange Hill Road, right out.
This guy does look like he knows something. He's not telling us.
I was actually supposed to be working, so kind of upset that this happened.
Oh,
All right. Well, we're not going to sort anything out today other than making sure you know what you've been charged with, giving you a chance to enter a plea. And in a minute, we're going to talk about your bond. But let me take a quick look here at the file, okay?
Oh, you're upset?
Yes, Your
I'll
Honor.
just let you out. No problem.
missing work, Your Honor.
His buddy with a painting business.
Watson's Farms isn't being taken care of today. The last guy was wanted by the APA, Acolyte Protection Agency. That's pretty bad. You don't want to be wanted by those guys.
Are we back live with yeah, they're back live.
Do all three of you guys live at the Laurel Hill address? Your sister and your mom and you?
My sister was told by the sheriff's department to stay on her side of the addition. However, she was on me and my mother's side. She was told by law to stay over there, by the law to stay on her side of the addition. So it was broke up into two parts. So she stays in a different part of
They
the house.
put a
than my
line
mother
through
and I
the
do.
middle of the
Okay,
place and say,
gotcha.
Mom, you got to stay over there. And
Yes, sir.
we're going to stay over here by law. That's a new one.
Yeah, she had to come on our side of the addition.
Let's hold off on talking about what may or may not have
Should've kept
happened.
her
There's
ass
going to
over
be a
there and
time
must
and
be
place
going
for
on
that,
right
but
now.
today is not that day, all right?
Yes, Your Honor, I apologize.
Okay, so you'll be released on your own recognizance on the condition that you not have any violent contact with any family or household members. So I'm not saying you can't have any contact, but if it gets out of control, cops get called. Even if no charges are filed, it's possible your bond could get revoked. So it's important you follow that rule. The case is going to be randomly assigned to a judge set for a trial. You're going to get notice when that's going to be by the mail. You can hire a lawyer if you like. You can apply for court-appointed counsel using the application that's available to you at the jail. But since I'm cutting you loose today, they're not going to submit that for you. That'll be your job. If you want to get a lawyer, just don't wait until the day of your trial to deal with getting one. All right?
All right, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank
Any
you.
other questions today, sir?
I like turtles.
Hope you have a good day, the rest of your day, and thank you.
All right. I hope you do
Is
too,
that-
Mr. Parjan. You may go with the officer. Thank you.
Mr. Parmesan. Bull milker.
Jamie Parker.
Possibly. I'm going to go with bull milker.
Good afternoon. Are you Miss Parker?
Thank you, Mary.
Yes, sir.
And Miss Parker, do you understand your rights in court today?
Miss Parker don't
Yes,
know.
sir.
Did you receive a copy of the complaint that was filed against you?
Yes, sir.
Did you read it? Do you understand that you've been charged with a single count of domestic violence?
Doing Griggsy?
Yes.
That's a misdemeanor of the first degree. The maximum penalties for that are up to 180 days in the county jail, up to a $1,000 fine. Any questions about that?
No.
And how do you wish to plead?
I'm not guilty.
What is your current address?
100 South 5th Street, Newark, Ohio.
100 South 2nd?
5th.
South 5th. Okay, gotcha. Did you used to live up in Mount Vernon?
Yeah.
Is that where did you see how they have your Mount Vernon address on your complaint?
Yeah, but that wasn't even my old address. My old address was 4 West Chestnut.
Yeah, and that's what it
She has
says
a
in the
way of
in the narrative report, the incident report.
I think this might have been his old address.
Well, I tell you what, I honestly have absolutely no idea where they come up with the addresses that they get to put on.
Neither do I.
Yeah. Are you employed?
Yeah.
You were a little hesitant there. I mean, you work? Do you have a job?
I mean, I just started, but like with me not showing up today, I don't know.
Where were you working before you were arrested?
Universal,
Which shift?
3rd.
All right. And how long ago did you start?
Like a week ago. I recently worked there, but my children's father passed away, and I had to go through like some mental health stuff before I could go back.
Okay. Well, let me take a quick look here through the file, and then we're going to talk about your bond. But bear with me, okay?
Okay.
So the trial is back up, but there is apparently no sound. I'm not sure what they're doing. The 3 that I just checked all don't have sound, and the chat is going apeshit because
Maybe it's for the hearing impaired.
yeah, they just pinned Law and Crime Network. It's so bad they just pinned the comments so that people understand that there's no audio until everybody's still asking. People are why just like you guys the other day with the echo.
Yeah, you know there's an echo?
Yeah. No, yeah.
We hear it too.
Yes.
You think we got reverb on for this? No.
No audio until judge is ready to begin, it says. They usually do have the audio. We'll watch a little bit more licking. As soon as that goes live, we're going to go ahead and jump off because I know a lot
Every
of you
single
are
incident report's like multiple pages long.
invested in this as much as I am.
Multiple pages long for you.
The whale. That's right, Mayor. You got it.
That's exactly right.
How about his mom not coming in? That's why he's all pissy and being a little bitch about today. It's because his mom didn't come.
The good thing is, though, that Newark always takes
You blame her.
Not at all.
Sorry, what was that?
I said the good thing is Newark always takes pictures. Unfortunately, somebody decided to put him into the file upside down.
Hey, when that happened.
Okay.
What are the pictures of? What are the
I was going to say, I was looking down the list. Apparently, Mr. Stone got arrested as well.
Yeah.
What were you guys up to? You and Mr. Stone.
This all supposedly went down, what, Saturday night?
It was Friday night, Saturday morning.
Gotcha.
Hey, Kieran?
What's going on?
Why, yeah.
How old are you?
26.
26.
Really?
How old's Mr. Stone?
What was that?
50.
How old is Mr. Stone?
51. 50-50.
30 something. 25.
Oh, he's
Thank you,
there.
Mr. Stone.
You got him?
All right. Ms. Parker, you're going to be released on your own recognizance on 2 conditions: no alcohol or drugs and no violent contact with James Stone. This case will be randomly assigned, set for a trial. You'll get notice by mail.
I have a
You can
feeling
hire a
they
lawyer if
beat
you
each
like,
other
but,
up.
More realistically, you can get an application for court-appointed counsel there at the jail. But since you're getting out, they're not going to send that in for you. You got to do that on your own, okay? Don't wait until the day of your trial to deal with getting an attorney. Do you have any questions?
I believe the judge just came in. So
You want to cut it here so everybody can go over to that?
yeah, I think that's best.
State versus
Absolute
Brooks
smoke show.
appearances are as
Yep,
they were
she's back.
before. I would note.
All right, guys, we're gonna cut this so you guys, we can all we'll go watch it.
Together but alone.
Yes, exactly.
Creed, could you thank all these nice people real quick?
See if I can do this. Farmer Chad, George, and Mayor Mary likes turtles. Thank you guys very much. We are out of here. We'll see you at 4:05. Hopefully, court will be wrapped up by then. We'll see you at 4:05 for Mini Chase Monday. And I guess that's it.
Yeah. Make sure you like this video if you haven't done so already. We'll see you again very, very soon for the next one. Until then, please, something.
So you gonna address subject matter jurisdiction for the record, or are you gonna state it on the record?